Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So, in this ending explain, we'll be doing a really cool movie called From Black, and it's just a movie that is similar to a movie called A Dark Song. And I think that they took different tones with it, and one of the movies spends more time on the ritual and the nitty gritties of it, and this one just really just like outlays a little, you know little foundations all over it, and it just makes it's all round, and it just comes together. It's all round general goodness, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this movie if this horror movie would be a perfume, it would be like a gourmand, like, because it's like it's just all round. We understand, we get it, and there's no Easter egg, nothing in it. Because now these movies, they like to make us do homework, like, oh, you have to rewatch this and then you get this, listen to the script, it sounds like I think, you know what, at this point you just want to be entertained. And I think this movie just really does that. It doesn't leave me confused and not knowing what it is and what no, this movie is just a plain, straight to the point entertainment, and I really enjoyed it. So without wasting any time, let's get right to it.
As we begin the movie, we meet a woman named Cora Lowen who has lost her son due to her being drugged out while sitting on the couch. And she's a heroin addict, so her son just went outside and went missing. And then she's being interviewed by the police, and she relents, just saying, I just thought I could have him back. And they found her in a very bloody crime scene. So this is what's happening now. And then her son being gone was something that happened earlier. And then she goes to group therapy and announces that she's lost all hope. Like, she has lost all hope to pursue. She has lost all hope in pursuing, answers about what really happened to her son, and she's giving up his mother. And then she meets up with Abel. Abel is the group therapy leader at her workplace. They meet at her workplace, and they discuss the conspiracy theory behind Finding Nemo after seeing her wearing a button which has the movie phrase. So the conspiracy theory is that clownfishes actually eat their young, or he was actually attacked, but he lost all of his young, all of his eggs. And now Nemo actually in Latin is nobody. So the movie is actually called Finding Nobody. So there wasn't actually any Nemo. It was just him trying to ease his conscience. So yes, Abel now in another scene convinces her to do a ritual that can actually bring her son back, and eventually she agrees. I mean, guys, we know how it never goes well. I don't know why people do this, and I get the whole grief thing, but it never goes well. But she agrees, and on the first stage, it's called a purification stage, and she bathes with salt, and then she stands in a circle. Of course, there's always got to be a circle, and she's shackled to the ground. And then it seems like the stage is a success because we can see her levitating. On the second stage, called grief, they put her under a trance, and the demon or entity shows her exactly what happened to her little boy and tells her that this will be the last memory of your boy. So it's almost as if to encourage her to go on.
The last stage is just
it stays with her.
Abel,
her boy was killed
because
yes, in the memory, in the vision that he showed her, her boy was killed. So that's going to be another motivation to carry on with this.
Abel and coughs up this blood and these bones, and it starts freaking Cora out, and then he passes out. Cora runs out to the door, tries to get some air, comes back, but Abel turns into this monster, tries to touch her, but then is being dragged out of the room. And then she goes to the room that he's being dragged into, and then the entity or the demon comes back and says, you know what, you have all the means to finish this if you want to see your son finish it. And then the next day, Cora brings the goat is being slaughtered, we all know that. And then she just waits in the room, and then the demon calls her, and then she's put in the trance, and then Abel actually describes to her, says, this is the blood and the bones and the flesh. So he gives her 3 pieces of raw goat meat for her to eat, resembling those things. And then she eats, and it's very difficult, guys. I've never eaten raw meat. But then when she has to drink this very black substance, she now starts to not being sure about it, and then she coughs it out. And then now Abel is upset, saying I gave you this gift so that I can see my child. And you have to do the same if you have to see your child. And it's like, now it explains a bit much, because then it's like, that's why she asked him, like, why are you so sad? I mean, you got your child back, but he's never been able to see her child because she's never been able to pass this on. And now, Cora wakes up in this trance and like starts like trying to like run away, but the entity gets to her and says, you know what, I need a vessel. And Cora's like, I got a vessel for you, thinking about her ex-boyfriend who's a heroin addict. He brings him to the house, and after coming into the house, how he is, he's cocky and everything, and the entity gets to him. And when he gets him, the entity actually says that this vessel is unclean. So starts chasing Cora into this other room where she's found by the police, and starts doing this bloody mess, right? And then, after that, Cora goes to the police station, but then she starts seeing these black things all over and knows that this has to end, like this has to have an ending. And then while she's at police station and she's showered and she's been clean, sorry about that, she's been showered and she's been clean, and then the entity goes and it's like, I can take away all of this pain, I can show you how this gets better. And in the end, we can see her accepting this and smiling. And then Ellison, her sister, who is also a cop, goes to the house to check what's been going on, and actually is startled to see Noah there. So she's accepted to be the vessel of the demon, and she should pass it on if she needs to see her son. And I guess that's how the movie ends. So I guess it was all true. She could actually have her son back.